Good afternoon, everyone. This is Ozark Living Off Grid. Today is Friday, April the 24th. Had to think there for a few minutes. Been up here, and I don't have to keep up with time and dates and all now. That it makes it a little easier. So I forget what time and what day and date it is. Anyway, I'm going to do a little video before I head into town. This is a shed, temporary. Well, not temporary, but it's set where it's setting to be temporary. It's a shed that I'm building to store stuff in while I'm building the house. Started late yesterday afternoon, so didn't get much done. Planned on finishing it up today, but it started raining early this morning, and it just actually stopped, and I got a break to where I could actually get out, and I'm headed into town. I'm going to look at an old house as an investment property and a mobile home as an investment property. So I thought I'd do this little video before I went into town. It's this shed is going to be 8 by 12, and I building it to where it actually can be moved and I can put it wherever I need to put it. But right now it's closer to the camper. It'll be real easy for me to keep up with and get to and get in and out. And I'm going to give you a little bit more of a tour of the property while I'm out here before I head into town. And I think I've showed them before. Oh, and this is something I brought up the last time that I came up. It's a little geo tracker, and there's a little story behind this. I bought this for my wife, and we're totally going to redo this and do everything on it, repaint it, the body work, the motor work, everything on it. What happened is quite a few years ago, she had one, and me not thinking, I traded it in on a new car for her, and she really got mad over it. And so she wanted her tracker back, and I couldn't get her tracker back. So we ended up going and buying this one about a year ago. And so I brought it on up this time just so it would be up here on the property. And so when we do the final move, we won't have to bring it up with us because we got enough stuff to bring up. But anyway, that's the story behind that tracker sitting up there. That's her little toy. This is a temporary well house. I know I'm gonna get some crap about this, a little well house, but it was a temporary one just to get through the winter, and actually got through the winter with no frozen pipes or busted pipes or anything. And again, that's the floor that I've actually started on part of the house, and those are actually concrete, and in the middle there are wooden 4x4 posts for support, but I've got to do a lot of bracing on them, and it's kind of hard to tell, but if you'll look, let's see, if you'll look just, well, I don't think I can even see it, just by the door there's a wooden stick there. That's actually where the other part of the house is L-shaped, and the other part of the house is going to end. And so that gives you a better idea how big the house is going to be. It's going to be a nice sized house, but not too big. It's actually going to be 3 bedrooms. 2 of them are very small bedrooms. My wife wants them for the grandkids, so I have to build 2 more bedrooms just for the grandkids. And again, there's the old shed. And the reason I'm building this shed is, I mean, that one needs a lot of work to it. But we do have a lot of building materials in there. So I'm not really able to use it for a lot of stuff. So that's why I'm building this other shed. Plus you can always use a shed for something. There. And you can see where I started cutting trees, and it started raining on me, so I didn't get much done. And I still haven't gotten these trees moved out of here yet because it keeps raining. Every time I try to get something done, it starts raining again. So they're still laying out here. But eventually we'll get them all. We're actually going to use them for firewood. We'll cut them all up and stack it and get it cleaned up. And we haven't finished bush hogging on this side of it yet. But eventually we'll get to that too. And probably by the time we get this done, it'll be time to do the other side again. So I may just take one day, one nice day, and just do it all at one time. Here's a shot of the old tractor and the bush hog. That was what we first bought when we first were up here. With my wife was first up here, and I couldn't keep her off the old tractor because she had never been on a tractor, and boy, once she got on, I couldn't get her off of it. And then there's the box blade I just picked up about a week ago. I actually got a pretty good deal on it, and so I went out and picked it up. And this actually brought up from Florida. It's a post hole digger. I actually got it for half of what I would have to pay for it up here, so I went on and bought it down there and brought it up here since I got such a good deal on it down there. Well, I'm going to head on into town, and actually I'm going to try to take some pictures of the properties that I'm going to look at so you guys can kind of see what they look like. They're older places, and they're going to need some work. I know they're going to need some work, but they're just investment rental properties, and just a little bit of income from those if we get them. All right, you guys have a nice day. Thank you.